everybody? It's your boy JP, back with another video, and today, I think I got a pretty good one for y'all here. Haven't seen a lot of videos on this, and I've actually had it for about 3 weeks now, and for those of you that are unsure what this is the Xiaomi MIUI. This is Xiaomi's first Android Wear powered smartwatch, and this watch is very unique. It's obviously inspired by the Apple Watch, and it's gorgeous. I have to say, it is absolutely gorgeous. A little dirty there. There we go. And it's my favorite. I have to say it is my favorite, excuse the stuttering, my favorite Android Wear smartwatch to date. Lots of reasons why. First off, there is supposed to be a global variant of this coming out soon. This is not the global variant, as you might have saw a little bit of Chinese lettering on that screen just now when I picked it up. This is obviously the Chinese variant. But there's actually a super simple way. It actually, most of it is in English. I'll just go ahead and show you all of that right now. I say most of it, I mean more like, I'd say 75%, honestly. Not everything. But, kind of, yeah, see, that's not. I actually had more of it in English at one time. I actually just reset this to use with my OnePlus 7T Pro 5G McLaren, which I'll be doing a video on as well pretty soon. I had this paired to my Redmi K35G, I think, before I paired it to my OnePlus. And I did have more of it in English. So don't let that scare you. I did have it in more English than this when it was paired to my other phone. But each time when you switch a Wear OS watch, and of course the Apple Watch is the same way. Whenever you switch it, whenever you pair it to a new phone, it resets everything. You have to go through the out of box state and all of that. But the trick, obviously, whatever phone you have the Wear OS app on, it's going to reflect the language that's on your phone that the app is installed on that connects the watch. But there's a little bit more to it. A lot of videos are out there, and they seem very, because they're so long, they seem very complicated. It's not complicated. To get this watch to work, all you need to do is do a Google search for the Wear OS China app. I think when I typed it in, I put Wear OS app China or Wear OS China app, something like that. I said China, not Chinese. And one of the first links that pulled up was from APK Mirror. You can just go to APK Mirror and do a search that way. But APK Mirror has the Chinese Wear OS app, and that on my phone is actually in full English because, again, it's been installed on a phone that is in English. The Chinese app has more English than the watch itself, but the English Wear OS app, the one that you get from the Play Store, if you're here in the US, it will link to the watch, but then it'll give you errors through the pairing process, and it won't complete. And actually, I think that's why the more I talk about it, I think that's why a lot of that is still in Chinese since I've resetted it. Because like most of your other Wear OS watches, your brands seem to always make a companion app. There is a companion app for this watch from Xiaomi that you have to download. That you don't have to, but it's recommended to. I don't remember if Fossil did that or not. I don't think that was the last Wear OS watch I've used. No, it wasn't. The TicWatch Pro 4G LTE was. And you didn't have to again, but Ma Voy had a companion app. And Xiaomi has a companion app here. Pretty sure Fossil does for their watches as well. But, my favorite Wear OS watches were the Fossil Sport, which was part of the Gen 4 lineup back in late 2018. The TicWatch Pro 4G LTE that I had over the summer of 2019. But and I've heard great things about the Fossil Gen 5, which I have not had any time with. They actually say that the Fossil Gen 5 is the best Wear OS watch to use with an iPhone. If you're using a smartwatch other than the Apple Watch for an iPhone, they say that the Fossil Watch Gen 5 has I think it has to do with the speaker. You're able to use it for calling on the iPhone, which other Wear OS watches can do, even though they have an external speaker. I think this watch can, but I haven't tested it on an iPhone yet. And I have an iPhone. I have a iPhone 11, the base model. I just haven't tried pairing it and going through the steps to see. But I'm pretty sure this can do what the Fossil Gen 5 can do on the iPhone, but don't hold me to that. And I don't know when I'll be able to test it or when I'll get the time to. But yes, you get the Chinese app for the Wear OS. You get the Xiaomi companion app. And you'll get a lot more English than what I just showed you. Not all of it's a lot of it is still in Chinese, but this watch is amazing. Yeah, I mean it is obviously a lookalike to the Apple Watch, a clone, whatever you want to call it. But it's amazing. The click wheel is real, and it has haptic feedback just like the Apple Watch does. A lot of times your clone watches have this and it doesn't do anything. This does. You'll also see that this has its own. It uses the MIUI, the MIUI Wear. It's the first Wear OS smartwatch that I know of in existence that has a custom interface over the Wear OS. We see it all the time with Android phones, but we haven't ever seen it with Android Wear powered watches. They all run the same interface, the interface that Google intended them to run, stock Android Wear, if you will. This is the first Wear OS watch that I know of that has a custom launcher. And the custom launcher actually works great, and it's very minimal. You just saw it scrolling through the menu, and you can actually change that back to the original. I wouldn't say the original launcher because it's pretty basic looking. It's not like the wheel like you see on a lot of your newer Wear OS watches. It's just like honestly on this watch, the MIUI really just kind of works. It really does. I'll show you some of the specs on the back of the box here. It does have the latest Qualcomm Snapdragon Wear 3100 platform. I was going to get to that. eSIM, I don't know if it works here in America, but you do have NFC. And it is water resistant. May even be waterproof. I'm not entirely sure. But the battery on this thing is amazing. It's the longest battery life I've ever had on a Wear OS watch. I mean, it works great. It really does. One of the very few watches, too, that even includes the wall unit. A lot of them just include the cord and you got to find your own wall unit. But I've been very impressed with this watch the 3 weeks I've used it. It's kind of hard to find this watch. When they announced it, they said that the name was the Xiaomi Mi watch, but it took me quite a while to find it. I was able to find it from shops that I didn't want to purchase it from, but the shops that I wanted to purchase it from, I couldn't find it. And I was able to finally find it. The weird thing is this watch, I don't know if the Mi watch will be the global name, even though that's the name that Xiaomi called it, but everywhere that I've seen this watch for sale, they call it the Xiaomi Wear 3100 as, I guess, a reflection to the processor, the Snapdragon Wear 3100. But that's the name of this watch currently. When you go, if you're gonna search for it, it is the Xiaomi. I'm trying to remember it. Sorry, guys. It is the Xiaomi Wear 3100. There's no shop that currently sells it under the MIUI brand. If you try to find MIUI, it just pulls up all of the bands that Xiaomi's made. And this also isn't to be confused with the Amazfit watches that Xiaomi co-brands, I guess you would say. They put their name on those, but Amazfit is more of their own brand that Xiaomi just invests in them. They do the same with Black Shark. If you watch my video on the Black Shark 2 Pro that I did a few months ago, the gaming phone, I talked about that. A lot of people think that Xiaomi owns Black Shark, but they don't. They're just invested in Black Shark. So a lot of times when you're shopping for the Black Shark phones, Xiaomi's name pops up. It's supposed to help sell them, by putting Xiaomi's name on it, basically. Which, makes sense because Xiaomi is a world-renowned brand. And there are a lot of people that, when you ask them what their favorite Android ODM is, their favorite Android smartphone manufacturer, they're going to tell you Xiaomi. Xiaomi's name sits up there, with Samsung for a lot of people. Not so much here in the States, but other parts of the world. But yeah, y'all, this is my little video on the Xiaomi Mi Watch. As I said, it's really known as the Wear 3100. It's pretty impressive. I have had a blast with it. Like I said, the click wheel works here. It has the haptic feedback is just like the Apple Watch. It is amazing. If you are, I paid $230 for this, if I'm not mistaken, maybe $220. And of course, as time passes and when a global variant's released, I'm sure that those prices will go down because I think Xiaomi priced this at $180 USD, but it's definitely worth the $230, $240, $220, whatever I paid for it. Actually, heck, the more I talk about it, I think it was $250 that I paid for it, and it was worth it. I don't regret it one bit. But because I love that design. We all wanted that round watch, but then as time passes, the square kind of, is kind of growing on me again, all over again, I should say. I don't think I would like an Apple Watch with a round face, honestly. I think the square just kind of fits it more. But if you are looking for the Apple Watch look for your Android, for your Android phone, obviously, because you can't use an Apple Watch on Android. I wish you could. With all the advancements that Fossil has made with Wear OS on iPhone, I'd really like to see the Apple Watch work on Android someday. I'm telling you, Apple, if you're listening, you would make tons of money. Your AirPods work on Android, and people scoop those up. I would buy every generation Apple Watch if they work on an Android phone. I use iPhone, but I don't daily it like I do Android, and I would appreciate the Apple Watch more on Android because it is the most popular smartwatch. It is my favorite smartwatch. I can't lie. I do have a Series 4 around here somewhere, but any other time I would have sold it to get a Series 5, but I just never found the time to. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. My next video is coming up soon too. It'll be on the T-Mobile OnePlus 7T Pro 5G McLaren. Yes, all of their bugs have been worked out. That's why I waited to get one. I have it, and I love it. And that's coming up next. Stay tuned. Peace.